The Interior Ministry has been caught up in a bitter dispute after it terminated the award of the 12 billion shilling tender for leasing of police vehicles to CMC Motors and re-advertised the same. In a war that was taken to the High Court, CMC sought orders to stop the tendering process by the government. The orders were granted by High Court Judge John Mativo on October 1st, 2019. CMC then moved to the Public Procurement Administrative Review Board seeking a cancellation of the tender, requesting that, and I quote, an order be issued declaring all the actions undertaken, including but not limited to advertising, inviting, receiving, evaluating bids, awarding and or signing of contracts arising from the tender for leasing of motor vehicles from assemblers is null and void and the same be cancelled. CMC, through its lawyer Migos Ogamba, argued that the Interior Ministry flouted procurement regulations, noting that, and I quote, the procuring entity prepared specific requirements relating to items under procurement that did not allow fair and open competition among those who may wish to participate in the procurement proceedings. Adding, and I quote, the procuring entity's procurement plan for the leasing of motor vehicles throughout the different phases has been through open tender, and it's only now that the procuring entity has used a restricted method of tendering, end of quote. On Thursday afternoon, both parties appeared before the Public Procurement Administrative Review Board for an inter-party hearing. Aside from CMC Motors, other key players present included Tata Motors, Toyota Kenya and Isuzu, among others.
The applicant is granted leave to file a further affidavit in support of its request for... Is it a further affidavit or a further statement? A further affidavit in support of its request for review by close of business 5 p.m. tomorrow. Yes. File and serve. Yes. Together with the written submissions. The matter is stood over to Tuesday the 29th.
Lever number 1.
Just a week ago, President Uhuru Kenyatta warned those trying to scuttle government policies that their efforts would run futile. The president was launching Toyota Kenya's new assembly plant at the Associated Vehicle Assemblers in Miritini, Mombasa County, and spoke directly on the business of local assembly.
The slowdown in vehicle assembly has in essence denied our youth opportunity for jobs in the local manufacturing space and access to transfer of technical skills.
The tender wars between the Interior Ministry and CMC Motors began in April 2019 when the initial tender lease of 1,290 police vehicles was floated. About a month later, CMC Motors won the tender, but it was again terminated before the supply of vehicles started. It was the argument of the tendering committee that the lease to CMC Motors was too expensive. Malmiendo, NTV.